Hi guys, welcome back to EpicAirsoftHD. Had to do that intro, of course. This is a Maruzen PPK. It's an absolutely beautiful little gun. Although this gun is actually made of plastic, its construction is actually very well made. So let's go over some of the detail of this gun. The gun is a scale replica of the Walthers PPK, so as you can expect it has trades and things like that on the side. We have three different versions here. The one I'm holding is the cheaper matte black model. It's actually got the Walthers actual trademarks across the top, and it does unfortunately say somewhere, instead of saying made in Germany, it actually says made in Japan, and the cal is actually the genuine 9mm printed on the side. So very, very cool little gun. A lot of people say these are really small, but my hands are kind of like small to medium, and it fits really nice and neat. It's a beautiful gun. A lot of the guys in the shop, when these came into Airsoft World, they kind of let us borrow this gun, they picked it up, and that's the first thing they comment on, is just how nice it is to feel it in the hand. So you can tell why these guns are so popular, and obviously Walthers' reputation has kind of passed down onto this design. So beautiful little thing. So let's have a look at some of the other kind of styles you can get as well. We've got this chrome design one. Very, very shiny. It's a nice dark metal finish on it, and of course if you kind of pick it up in the light there, you can probably pick that up in the other camera. It does give a nice reflection. The trades are of course the same on this one, and very, very well printed too. So they're actually engraved into the plastic rather than just printed on, you know, in some white text. So it's a nice, neat finish on it. The gun itself actually performs like the real thing. So of course you pull the slide back, and the safety will decock the hammer, and that's it, ready. You've got a double action, so I'll just put my goggles on. I've cleared these guns, but they've been sitting for a wee while, so I don't really trust them. Anyway, so let's test that function out. So there you go, and then it goes into a single trigger again. The trigger on this is absolutely beautiful. This is the nicest trigger on any airsoft gun, electric, gas, anything like that. This is just the neatest trigger. You've got a little tiny bit of play there, and then I'll just aim at this camera here. Minimum pressure on that is nice, beautiful trigger action. So let's put this one down and have a look at the next one. This is probably my favourite. The cameraman Graeme there doesn't really like this finish, but this is the blued steel. It's like a kind of chrome black. You've all seen blue steel, of course, but even this on plastic looks absolutely fantastic. It's beautiful colour, really nice, reminiscent of the real thing. This is the kind of one that James Bond would have used back in the kind of 80s. So nice pistol. Let's have a look at the Takedown. We'll go back to the matte black one. The trigger guard pulls out, and you just pull back on. Let's take the magazine out first, which is always a good idea. Pull back on the trigger guard, and you just pull the slide back, all the way back. Pull it up a little bit, and the whole slide will come off. That's your recoil spring. Really, really springy, looks really flimsy. Of course it's really well made because it's a steel spring, but that's all it takes. Because the slide is plastic, it doesn't need a lot of energy to actually pull back on the slide. So the gas mechanism in this is really, really efficient. Because it's that tiny gas slide, it doesn't take, tiny plastic slide, it doesn't take a lot of gas to blow it back, so it's very, very gas efficient. This magazine will hold roughly 20 BBs, and you'll get at least 3 or 4 mags out of that, so that's really, really good. It recommends you run it on 134. I've been using green gas in the one that I've got, and it's been running very, very sweet ever since. I've put about 200 rounds through it, and it's still performing flawlessly. So we'll take this gun out on the 30-metre range, and we'll see how it stacks against the other gas pistols that we've done before. Okay, we're out here on our 30-metre range. Of course, we've got our big heavy Abwood vise, keeping this gun as steady as possible. Actually, when we're testing the gun, it's kind of kicking back so hard it's moving back out of the vise, so I'm going to put a wee bit of front pressure on it, and I've set it up so even though if I push it really, really hard, it's not going to move its trajectory, so it's nice and flat. So this is kind of best way to test the gun's accuracy and not my accuracy. We're using green gas and 0.25 gram BBs. We're going to fire about 10 rounds down range and see what kind of grouping we can get over there on the target. So let's go for it. All right, we're out of BBs. let's have a look at what it did to the target. Okay, let's have a look at the target that we just shot. We actually only hit the target, the paper anyway, 5 times. Got 3 BBs down here and we've got 2 kind of up the top. Now, as kind of skirmish ability goes, that's not too bad. It's not the greatest pistol we've ever had on the show, but the trigger response and the feel of the trigger compared to most pistols is far, far superior. So accuracy wise, not great, but if you're looking for a kind of close quarters weapon where your kind of distances between 20 meters and closer, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic skirmish little gun. So for something that was designed to be, you know, put on a shelf or a coffee table or sort of cabinet, actually skirmish is pretty damn good. So gas efficiency is excellent. I can't explain just how good it is, because we've run like this magazine with at least 2 or 3 different loads of BBs and not had to refill it. So gas efficiency is great. Of course, you get these many different colours and its heritage of being, you know, 007's pistol as an absolute classic. So if you're thinking of picking up one of these, check out Airsoft World. Big massive thanks to them again for letting us borrow all 3 of these, so you get an idea of like kind of colour and, you know, things. So we've tested a few of the pistols out. They all kind of perform there or thereabouts. The chrome and the kind of blued finish ones are slightly more expensive than the matte black one, but they're very reasonably priced for what they are. To get that kind of finish on plastic is nigh on impossible, and Maruzen have done an excellent job at it. So guys, don't forget to check out Airsoft World down in the links in the description below for the Facebook page. Of course, our own Facebook page. We're going to be doing a giveaway very soon with one of the Bravo guns that was sent over from Jag Precision. So click up there, subscribe to us so you don't miss that. Check out last week's episode, and we'll see you next week.